What's up, guys? I am Danger Dude and I'm here on the Whale Gang channel. Today we are going to have a mastery guide on Inquisitor. If you guys seen the video from yesterday or the day before, not sure when this is going out, but I did post a video on this, but it was a mess. It was very unclear, so I'm cleaning it up in today's version, and it's going to be much easier for you to understand, and it's going to be the best way for you to grind. And you may know that season reset a couple days ago, like 3 days ago I believe, and I'm already at 4,600, which is not a lot comparing to the leaderboards, but a lot of this came from this deck, and this is the only deck I've been using. And so basically, I'm going to give you guys all the tips and tricks basically from yesterday's video, except it's going to be cleaner, easier to understand, and all of that. So if you find any useful information out of this, please like, subscribe, and share it to someone who needs help, okay? So also make sure you join the Whale Gang Discord, where you can get notified for all the Whale Gang videos. Also, when this channel hits 100 subscribers, we will be doing a community tournament for everyone to enter for free. So go ahead, subscribe, and join the Discord so you can get more information on that. And let's get into the video. I'm starting the recording now, and I'm going to show you my progress through games, but I'm only going to show one very good game against a good matchup, because I don't want to give you trash decks, right? I don't want to be like, oh yes, I beat this noob and this is why this is the best deck. No, I'm going to prove to you that this is the best deck, and at the end of each match I play, I'm going to show you the end screens so that you have proof that I am actually, doing these games. I might actually use fast forward through the games and then slow down on the end screens so that you guys can see all of the games. But yeah. Okay, server error, that's nice. There we go, into our first match, let's get it. Okay, Boreas Hex, we'll show this match, and I'll show you another one after this. Okay, so the first step is always get an Inquisitor, so I'm going to be doing that. Also, make sure you don't merge anything out unless you're struggling to the wave. That's only when you start merging, because everything on your board can technically help you out. Night Statue gives out bonuses. If you have 2 of them activated, or an even amount activated, gives you crits, which does more damage. If not, it gives you speed boosts. So do not merge out unless you necessarily have to. Also, I'm going to copy with this Harlequin up here, because this one can be a Night Statue. So always keep your Harlequins that can become Night Statues, and I'm copying this so I can get a tier 3 Inquiz. If you can, always buff up the first Inquiz you can get, because it will always help you out. Now, one of the very unclear parts is how much mana you should save. So now you're going to see a couple edits on screen. Basically, I'm just going to explain over it real quick. You basically want to have 10 times the mana cost of the last summon, which is there is a very easy way to do this. So basically, you take the mana cost, right now it's 70, and you're going to count 10 up for each tile. So 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. Our cost is going to be 180, and then we just add a 0 to that. So we want 1,800 mana, and then we're going to spam. That's basically how I always do my calculations. It's late game. I always just add up the cost, add a 0 at the end. Easy as that. Very simplified. Yesterday I made it too confusing with an equation and all that. But the equation is basically tiles minus 1 plus the cost, and then add a 0 at the end. It's all confusing, but it's how I remember it, because, I'm Danger Nerd. But yeah, basically we're just going to spam. So we just got a very good setup. I don't like this here, so I'm just going to merge out a little bit, and the fact that we have extra mana is really good, which is the whole point of it, obviously. That was a very good merge. I'm kind of shocked that I actually got something good there. Now, another tip. Always keep your Night Statues 1 tier lower than your Inquizes. Basically what that means is that when I do this here, once I get another Dryad, I'm going to make this a tier 2 and this a tier 2. Because this is tier 3, this is tier 3, this should be 1 tier lower at tier 2. However, the tier 3 Inquiz is more important and should always be your first option, because you're going to more likely merge out Night Statues before anything else. Now, always on wave 2, I like to upgrade the 443, excuse me, which is basically level 4 Inquiz, level 4 Night Statue, level 3 Chemist. Again, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, which I might actually do, or not yesterday's, but you know what I'm talking about. I might delete it actually because it's horrible, and this is a much better guide for anyone who really wants to follow it. So basically, you don't need the chemist upgrades, but you want to upgrade it because it's going to help you in the bosses, help you insta-kill them, and you don't have to worry about them later in the game. So let's calculate our mana right now. Our cost is 210. Let's count up the empty tiles. 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260. So we want to save up 2,600 mana. And that's simple. That's it. That's all you have to do to calculate your mana. Easy as that. So yeah, let's just 2,600 right here. I'm gonna use my ability right before we go. Lots of chemists. So basically, we're gonna merge our chemists the best way we can. We don't care about that one there. We don't necessarily need a higher tier chemist of everything. You know, it doesn't have to be a higher tier than anything else specifically. I'm gonna do a risky thing here, and I'm gonna merge this out like this. That was definitely risky. I didn't get the payback that I wanted. However, it's still fine. Do this here. Now, I know I said one tier lower, but it's going to be tier 3. It's still fine. Okay, that kind of hurts. I was not ready, and I went right before the boss, which is why he had more HP, and I couldn't insta-kill. Okay, that was a very risky summon, and I did get rewarded for it, so I'm kind of happy with that. Our night statues are back to activated. So basically, now we're going to wave 3 Bannerlord. I'm not worried about Bannerlords until wave 5. This deck can always make it to wave 5. It can insta-kill wave 4 boss, actually, which I find to be very unique. I doubt that any other deck can really do that, besides maybe Crystalmancer. But usually you beat Crystalmancer wave 4 because usually their CC's dead, depending on the bosses. Like Puppeteer here, their CC would be cracked up. But basically now, the last wave we're maxing out. You don't necessarily need to max out chemist. You can have it one lower, I guess, but I always do it this way. I suggest you guys do it this way, but you know, you guys can do how you guys feel comfortable with the deck. I don't know if you're comfortable with it or not, but you probably aren't the most comfortable if you're watching this guide. So when you're starting off, I suggest you just do this and upgrade it, and then once you get used to the deck, you can be like, oh no, I don't like playing like this, and then adapt to the gameplay of your style. I like playing very safe, which is why I like 10 times for mana summoning. I like 10 times the cost of the unit, of the last summoned unit, which I've showed you guys a couple times today. So yeah, I always like to go 10 times that, and that's what I've pretty much always done with this deck. I know I made it super confusing last video, again, sorry for that. And as you see, we're melting wave 3 here. I'm just going to use my ability now. I don't need it on Puppeteer. It's going to do basically nothing there. So yeah, look at our opponent playing Hex, and they're struggling. We're destroying them. We literally have nothing on our board. Please tell me he doesn't take a hit. Oh my god. So yeah, we should pretty much insta-kill this boss. I wonder if we actually do. 308k, that should be pretty simple, I think. Right? Yeah. Oh, it moved us. That's not a bad move. Our board was pretty good. But yeah, it did move us, it was very close though. And we also couldn't buff our board that round, you know, because we had to max out. And our board wasn't the best because excuse me, I'm stuttering a little bit. Because we don't have all at tier 3 plus. Sorry, night statues are at tier 3, which isn't a bad thing, but our Inquiz, we could have one technical tier 4 Inquiz. But it's not going to make that big of a difference. We were not downgraded. We did not lose technically 2,100 mana, and our opponent dies there. So let's find another good match. Okay, so there's not going to be any more gameplay. I reviewed just that first game, and it recovered every single thing you need to know about the deck. It covered the cost, it covered the steps you need to make, and it pretty much covered everything you need to know to Master Inquisitor. And extra game's just going to waste your time. It's going to waste extra editing time. I don't think anyone even made it this far, but if you did, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe. If you guys hear my voice, I'm pretty tired. It's 2:41 a.m. I've been editing for the past hour. But yeah, so basically, we're going to be doing a sub special, 100 sub special when this channel gets to 100 subscribers. Join the Discord for tournament information. We will be doing a community tournament for everyone. Only requirement is going to be sub to the channel for our knowledge right now. But go ahead, join the Discord, all that. Link in description, all that good stuff. You got to watch an ad with me, listen to my voice, my very tired voice. See you all in the next one. Peace.